Welcome to another super exciting episode of FinStechs.
Hey there.
Today, we're plunging headfirst into the swirling rumors about Apple's upcoming iPhone 17 Pro lineup. And let me tell you, some of this stuff sounds genuinely game-changing.
Yeah, the buzz is definitely building.
You, our brilliant listeners, have flagged some incredibly interesting possibilities. And, well, our mission today is to sort of dissect what these potential upgrades could really mean. For you, I mean. Whether you're a hardcore tech fan, a busy pro juggling things, or just someone who likes a really powerful, sleek device.
Exactly. We need to unpack these key whispers and figure out maybe what Apple's aiming for here.
Okay, let's dive right in then. One of the first things that really jumped out at me was this possible shift in materials. Word on the street is the iPhone 17 Pro models might be going back to an aluminum frame.
Right. Away from the titanium.
Yeah, a departure from titanium in the 15 and 16 Pro and stainless steel before that. And get this at the back, could be a brand new part aluminum, part glass design. What's the thinking here? Is it about weight, maybe? Cost?
Yeah.
Or something else entirely?
That's a really intriguing move if it pans out. Titanium definitely has that premium feel, that strength.
For sure.
But switching back to aluminum could mean a few things. Cost is one.
Right.
Yeah, aluminum's generally more cost-effective.
Makes sense.
But think about Apple's push on sustainability, too. Aluminum's highly recyclable, so, that could tie into their environmental goals.
Ah, good point.
And that part aluminum, part glass back. That's particularly curious. Maybe it helps with wireless charging. Or perhaps it's just about getting a specific balance of weight and durability. It definitely makes you wonder about their design philosophy for this round.
Okay, and visually, the camera bump is also rumored for a makeover. Think a large rectangle, rounded corner still, but housing the lenses in that triangular setup.
Right, I saw that rumor.
What could be driving that change aesthetically? And could it, impact how the phone feels or works with cases and stuff?
Well, that redesigned bump, it's certainly different from the more individual lens look we've seen lately. A larger unified area could suggest maybe, well, firstly, just visually, it gives Apple a new, distinct look. Makes the 17 Pro instantly recognizable, right?
Yeah, true.
But more practically, a bigger internal space within that bump might just be needed to fit some of those other rumored upgrades, like bigger camera sensors we'll probably get to later.
Okay, yeah.
As for handling, yeah, a more pronounced, wider bump could affect how it sits flat. More wobble, maybe. And it would definitely influence the case designs.
Right. Now, for something we're always touching the display, apparently we might get a new anti-reflective coating that's also more scratch resistant. As someone who's definitely had that first scratch moment,
Yeah.
how big a deal could this actually be day to day?
Oh, that's one of those quality of life things that can make a surprisingly big difference. We all know that feeling. A more scratch-resistant coating would obviously help keep it looking pristine longer. Huge plus for resale value or just, enjoying it. And better anti-reflection. Fantastic, especially outdoors. Less glare means you can actually see what you're doing, reading, watching stuff, taking photos in bright sun. It seems small, but it could really enhance the experience.
Okay, so potential shifts in the basic feel and look. Now let's peek under the hood. The iPhone 17 Pro is tipped to get Apple's brand new A19 Pro chip,
Ah, yes, the silicon.
built using TSMC's 3rd-gen 3nm process. We expect the usual speed and battery boosts, but how might this new chip unlock other rumors like enhanced Apple intelligence?
Well, right, that move to an even more advanced 3nm process is, well, it's pretty significant. Think smaller components packing more power and efficiency into the same space. And that extra horsepower is absolutely crucial for demanding tasks. You're spot on about Apple intelligence stuff like advanced image processing, smarter Siri, those personalized suggestions. They all need powerful, efficient chips.
Right, for the on-device stuff.
Exactly. The A19 Pro could provide the grunt needed to handle complex AI calculations smoothly, right there on your phone, which is great for privacy and speed.
Okay, and connectivity's getting a boost too, maybe. All 4 iPhone 17 models might get an Apple-designed Wi-Fi 7 chip, moving away from Broadcom.
Yeah, that's another interesting move.
Yeah.
Apple wanting more control over its core tech. Wi-Fi 7 is the next big thing in wireless.
So faster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Potentially way faster than even Wi-Fi 6E. But it's not just speed. It promises lower latency. Huge for gaming AR experiences.
Okay.
Plus, it handles more devices on a network without getting bogged down. So more reliable performance in crowded places like airports or coffee shops. For you, it could mean super fast downloads, smoother high-res video streaming, just a snappier online feel overall.
Nice. Okay, let's pivot to the cameras, always a huge deal. The front camera across the whole lineup is rumored to jump to 24 megapixels, double the iPhone 16.
Wow, double.
What difference could that actually make for, selfies and video calls?
Doubling the megapixels there could lead to a really noticeable jump in image quality. Selfies should look sharper, more detailed, finer textures, nuances.
Okay.
And for video calls, especially on bigger screens, that extra resolution makes your image way clearer to the other person. Plus, it gives the processing more info to work with, potentially improving low-light shots and maybe even better digital zoom on the front camera. So yeah, more professional-looking calls, maybe sharper selfies.
Now, the Pro models, even bigger news potentially on the back. Word is a 48 megapixel telephoto lens.
Whoa.
That's a massive increase from the 12 megapixel one on the 16 Pro. What are the actual benefits there, especially for zooming in?
That is a truly significant lead for the telephoto. The main benefit, dramatic improvement in image quality when you zoom.
How so?
Well, with 48 megapixels, you're just capturing vastly more detail than with 12. It means you can zoom further optically or even digitally and still get a much sharper, clearer picture.
Less pixelation.
It's exactly. More flexibility for composing shots from faraway wildlife, concerts, architectural details, whatever. Plus, more data helps the phone process better telephoto shots in tricky lighting, too.
Okay, that sounds genuinely useful. Now, here's one that really sparked my imagination. Dual video recording.
Yeah, I saw that one, too.
Apparently, the Pro and Pro Max might let you record from the front and rear cameras at the same time, right in the main camera app. Imagine the creative stuff. How would you even use that?
What's really exciting there is the potential for richer storytelling, right? More engaging content. Think about capturing your reaction while something amazing is happening in front of you. All in one go.
Yeah, like a reaction video built in.
Exactly.
Right.
Or for creators, simultaneous presenter and subject shots. Live commentary during gameplay, maybe. Or just capturing different angles of an event at once. Even for family moments, get the scene and the reactions. It really puts a director's toolkit in your pocket, doesn't it?
It really does. Sticking with video, there's also buzz about 8K recording finally hitting the iPhone 17 Pro.
The next resolution jump.
Given those rumored high-res sensors, it seems kind of logical. But what's the impact of 8K? Storage must be insane, right? And does it change how we capture memories?
Jumping to 8K means a massive increase in detail, 4 times the pixels of 4K, which is amazing if you have an 8K TV or if you like to crop into your videos heavily in editing without losing quality.
But the file sizes.
Exactly. The trade-off is huge.
Yeah.
8K files will be substantially larger than 4K. You'd likely need a lot more storage.
So maybe not for everyone.
Probably not for the average user, yeah. The storage implications are the big thing. But for pro videographers or people really focused on future-proofing their footage, 8K could be a major draw.
Okay. Now, for those of us who push our phones hard, this next one is music to my ears. More RAM.
Always welcome.
Both the 17 Pro and Pro Max rumored to get 12 GBs of RAM, up from 8 GB. And the sources specifically say this could boost Apple Intelligence performance and multitasking. How does that translate to a smoother experience for us?
More RAM is basically like giving your phone a bigger workspace for its processor.
Right.
It lets the device keep more apps and data ready in the background. So faster app switching, smoother multitasking. When you're jumping between several apps, especially heavy ones, that extra 4 GB could make a really noticeable difference in responsiveness.
And the AI link.
Yeah, as the rumors suggest, it could be crucial for running those more complex on-device AI tasks in Apple Intelligence. Those features often need significant memory to run efficiently. So more RAM could mean faster processing, a more seamless feel to those smart features.
Gotcha. Finally, addressing something I know I've felt heat. All iPhone 17 models might get internal tweaks for better heat dissipation. Talk of a vapor chamber cooling system, maybe for the pros. How critical is better cooling?
Oh, improved cooling is absolutely vital, especially for high-performance phones like the Pro models.
Why is that?
Well, when a phone gets too hot, it throttles performance. The processor slows down to prevent damage. That means lag, a choppy experience, especially during gaming, video editing, even just long sessions in demanding apps.
Yeah, I've definitely noticed that.
Yeah. So a more efficient cooling system, like a vapor chamber, which uses evaporation and condensation to move heat away faster, could help the 17 Pro maintain peak performance for longer. It's not just smoother in the moment, it could also help the long-term health of the battery and other components by preventing all that excess heat.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So there you have it, a really deep dive into these fascinating iPhone 17 Pro rumors, from potential material changes that redesign camera bump to big leaps in cameras, power, RAM, even cooling. Sounds like Apple might be cooking up something really compelling.
Yeah, and what's particularly interesting is how interconnected it all seems. That faster A19 Pro chip and the extra RAM, they probably enable things like better Apple Intelligence and that dual video recording
Right.
and the better camera sensors. They pave the way for that amazing zoom and potentially that 8K video. It feels like a really holistic upgrade plan, doesn't it?
It really does. Which kind of makes you think, out of all these potential changes, which one gets you the most excited? And crucially, why? Like, what single thing do you think would actually have the biggest impact on how you use your phone every day? Definitely something to mull over.
Absolutely. And ultimately, look, these are still just rumors for now, swirling around. But, but they offer this really tantalizing glimpse into where mobile tech might be heading next.
Mm-hmm.
It just highlights that constant push for innovation, that effort to make the user experience better, more powerful, more useful. We certainly hope this deep dive has given everyone a clearer, maybe more exciting picture of what might be just around the corner.
Yeah, keep those insightful questions coming our way, folks. We love unpacking the tech that matters most to you.